I'm loving it.
In 1940, Dick and Mac McDonald's opened McDonald's Barbecue. In 1948, the brothers have a new vision and shut down the restaurant for a renovation for 3 months and reopened as a self-service drive-thru restaurant specializing in a limited menu. The brothers ran a small but very successful business. Since they focused on a limited menu, they were able to focus on quality every step of the way. By the early 1950s, they had a new vision and dreamed that McDonald's would become a nationwide franchise. In 1954, Ray Kroc makes a trip out west where he meets Dick and Mac McDonald's. He was so impressed with the effectiveness of their operation that he pitched an idea to open McDonald's all across the United States. In 1955, Kroc founded the McDonald's Corporation, and 5 years later, he bought exclusive rights to the name. By 1958, McDonald's had sold its 100 millionth hamburger. Kroc envisioned building a restaurant that would be famous for its preparation methods as well as the quality of their food. He wanted every McDonald's hamburger to taste the same no matter where it was bought. To achieve this, he partnered with both the franchises and the suppliers, thus creating what he called the three-legged stool. One leg McDonald's, one leg the franchises, and one leg the suppliers. He sold them on this idea of being in business for yourself but not by yourself. He claimed the stool was only as strong as the three legs. McDonald's passion for quality meant that every single ingredient was tasted, tested, and perfected to fit the operating system. In 1961, Kroc launched a training program that he would later call Hamburger University. Today, more than 80,000 people have graduated from the program.
Customer perception is a key factor affecting a product's success. Many potentially revolutionary products have failed simply because of their inability to build a healthy perception about themselves in the customer's mind. McDonald's, being an internationally renowned brand, with a certain expectation for customer response obtained at the Vioparo mobile outlet confirm the fact that they connect strongly with the brand. However, fulfilling some of the customer expectations, like a bolder product variety, provide McDonald's a great scope for improvement. From the information like gathered, different customer target segment has different perspective on McDonald's. From family with children to urban customer on the move, this chart has shown what customers are looking for in McDonald's and what service McDonald's can provide for each different target customer.
McDonald's employee culture. There are several different types of employee at McDonald's. The employee turnover rate in the U.S. is 44% annually. That means 700,000 people that come and go from McDonald's within a year, although some leave within the week. There are several different benefits to working at McDonald's. However, monetary and health benefits are only given to full-time workers, while most employees are part-time. I looked at 24 or more blogs or personal messages, including a thread specifically for people who have worked at McDonald's. I found several accounts of people who genuinely enjoyed working at McDonald's, and some people who hated working at McDonald's. Specifically was a girl with scoliosis who, when she was hired, was issued a position with little physical exertion. However, she described an experience of constant heavy cleaning and extremely poor training. This girl needed to call in sick and was assured a call back for work, but was never called back or paid for the time that she did work. Contrarily, a young man in high school got a position as a cashier with part-time hours allowing for classes. And he spoke of being well-trained and respected by managers and trainers. He was relieved that on his first day he had no bad customers and an overall positive work experience. McDonald's has for its employees countless rules, some common sense and some less so. I found that this created a culture of rules where eventually the employees came up with their own lists of rules. McDonald's employees reflect how culturally variant subgroups can be. At one McDonald's, the staff and crew works together and creates a positive work experience. But another, even in the same town, can have a much poorer work environment.
Now to discuss McDonald's philanthropic side, in which the corporation promotes a culture of giving back to their consumers. In the Ronald McDonald House Charities, McDonald's emphasizes the aspect of family, catering to their consumers' familial obligations. McDonald's encourages donations from consumers, stating, "The more people give, the more families Ronald McDonald House Charities can help." Not only do they have houses for families who need a place to stay while their child receives medical treatment, but also family rooms within select hospitals. Again, with the family theme, McDonald's also provides medical, dental, and educational services to children, including academic scholarships. These are the locations of houses for McDonald's. As you can see, it spans across the nation, leaving no corner of the United States untouched by the reach of McDonald's. House Charities also extends internationally in select countries. This list of McDonald's partnerships exhibits the corporation's intentionally created image to the consumer. By having such diverse ethnic association, McDonald's attempts to cater to as wide a consumer population as possible by adapting to its environment. In relation to Jordan's work in business anthropology, McDonald's has marketed themselves according to its consumers' behaviors, catering to the societal significance of family. McDonald's has established itself as a family-friendly environment past just merely having play places for children. It is a corporation, a household name, that cares about the health, comfort, and needs of its consumers like someone part of the family would.
The famous Korean artists and many variations of this song can be seen and heard all over the world. According to McDonald's international website, there are restaurants in 2 countries in Australia, 19 countries in Asia, 2 countries in Africa, 5 countries in South America, 4 countries in North America, and 32 countries in Europe. Seemingly, the red and ostrich symbolizes Americanism. Despite the fact that McDonald's embodies the idea of Americanism, the different locations all over the world culturally appropriate aspects of the corporation to fit their own culture. An example of this is when McDonald's first opened in Beijing in 1982. The employees learned new words such as waste and drive-through. By 1997, new forms of behavior were established, such as carrying trays to the trash instead of leaving it on the table. McDonald's is also culturally appropriated in the use of marketing and advertising. Listen to the I Love You song in different languages. The first song is from a Korean commercial, the second is from an Egyptian commercial, and the third is from a Ukrainian McDonald's commercial.
أنا بحبه. Прикинь, як мені з цими курячими крильцями підфартило.
As McDonald's expands their business into foreign territory, they adapt in order to meet the unique needs of their new market targets. Every market target represents distinctive customs, social norms, and palates. According to business anthropologists, people on the receiving end of Western culture have agency. These individuals have the power to decide what will work for them and how. McDonald's understands the significant role context plays in their business. Along with operating more than 33,500 restaurants worldwide, comes the duty of pleasing a highly diverse customer base. To combat the conflicting issues that would arise through the international standardization of their products, McDonald's adopted globalization as their global strategy for survival. In short terms, globalization is the interpenetration of the global and the local, resulting in unique outcomes in different geographic areas. An individual from any geographic point in the world can walk into a McDonald's restaurant, order from a specialized menu that caters to the culture's needs, and be a part of the all-American dining experience the franchise has to offer. For example, in Morocco the restaurant's menu has been localized to include the McArabia. This sandwich, wrapped in Arabic bread, is made of 2 grilled kofta patties, lettuce, tomato, onions, and tahini sauce. In contrast, a French customer can order McBacon and beer as their choice of beverage at their local McDonald's restaurant. Though globalization has proven to be an effective short-term strategy, some professionals fear this might take a toll on their American brand equity in the future. Every restaurant's dining experience is radically different from country to country.
I'm loving it.